Good morning, folks, or should I say good afternoon. It's 12:03 a.m. Move some things around here. 12:03 a.m. on the fifth day, fourth month, 2023. Great, your moments are about upon you, New Zealand, in round one. Round one of three is about to impact you. I hope you can hear me okay. Right, as the day goes on today, you look like you got about 5 or 6 more hours before the first batches of storms begin to impact you from up in the Coral Sea and Tasman Sea areas. And it's going to come through with a bit of a twist. If the pressures are going to be not super duper low, but not super duper high either. So that's going to be a bit windy as this comes to shore here over the next 48 hours to 72 hours. This is going to be impacting New Zealand. There's a few different models of the past of this cyclonic storm, whose wind field is rather vast. It's covered a big area, and so it's storm right on the edge of tropical storm to gale strength winds. As some of the winds to be expected in this storm through the passes and stuff are going to be quite high and damaging. So watch it when you're out on your boats or anything like that over the coming week. And I do say the week because right behind this is this tendril here. So you are in for a big shellacking, New Zealand. And the wind is going to be a big factor. Tides, you're going to have to know your local tide tables to stay safe as these storms come over. And I'll turn some of the pressure. If I show you the particle animation, you'll see how tight the turnaround spot is on this as it draws itself in. Blenheim has popped out a beam, and it's shown me pretty much the exact path of where it's going to come in. You've got a beam that's come through here, just like that one that's set up by that one that caused all that fuckery a couple month or so ago. And it's going to come in and do that move again where it brings the moisture right in around Hawke's Bay and all this around here. You guys won't cop it. That's going to be to swell the streams. So if you're in that area, walk out because the totals that are coming over the next week are high, and I don't see when there's going to be a safe opportunity. Like you get to hear it, and if there's been some slides along any of these roads over here when it does its turnaround, the turnaround of the means like when it draws itself back in to the circulation. This island here will be blasting to make that move happen. Yeah, it's going to turn around your time, New Zealand. There's some heavy storms around the Napier, Hawke's Bay area. And then you got this tendril right behind it. And I'll tell you, all of this is geoengineered, every bit of it, including making the heated EMF barriers, if you will, of outflow that things will ride along. And because this storm that's impacting you now, right, this one's a bit of a stall. That one finally moves past the island here, and this will suck through Cook Strait, and this will mostly impact the South Island. Mostly. Coming Tuesday from the evening time to Wednesday, because they say this one could stall a bit. I say it can too, because the pressure of this movement makes the low just sit. There's nowhere for it to go, right? It even forms a second head to pull it through. So that's always expected there. And that's when she trucks off. When that trucks off, this truck's in, coming from your west. Now this one coming ashore is going to impact Western Australia, and I'll get to you. But let's take New Zealand right through the rest of their time. This is the next low that's going to impact you. This one here is going to spit a low here because of the dynamic. It's going to take about 4 days. So we're looking about the 18th. It's going to start another one coming right towards you, and it could be a steamer because of the setups right now of all have our Antarctic air coming up into the tropical flows now. It's not a full block at the highs like we were seeing most of last year. So it has been a dynamic change. Now as far as mimic goes, if you look right here, you'll see this line coming straight up here. That's your barrier right here. You have a scalar square has been set here. All of it pointing at Blenheim. Big spice station has big devices. Biggest earthquake risk now is I dare say is around Hawke's Bay here and over around here. Got a lot of interference patterns here, and this is a concern. It's all south of Christchurch. There's a lot of perturbations going on here. I'm sorry about that there. It's gonna jump as I moved an hour back. Yeah, it's not good. Timestamp on those is up here. Boom. You had to go in on a different browser because the computer tower of my PC is locked out of the Explorer on Facebook. Yes, thank you, for all the suggestive things. That's my favorite kind of help is when you guys give me knowledge, we teach each other stuff. I'm sure all Australia has already seen the big sweat over you, which could be very conducive to a small quake in here. A huge quake across the center of Australia would be extremely rare because it doesn't have all the faults in it that a lot of other countries have. It has just a huge plate that drives others along. So this storm's going to ride along this line. All that moisture has to ride this line right into the tip of New Zealand. Right into you. It's been guided there. There's nowhere else for it to go. If I look out here in the sat view today, you could see the tundra right up here. It's just about to impact you. It's on the low deck coming in. Does it have the bomb luck? So you got 4 of them right there. Bomb, bomb, ba bomb, 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 bomb. That's how they get the day away in the merry old Kembo bombed. Ha ha ha, ho ho ho, Bill Gates is a twat. He bombed your skies and funds it all. That dude needs to face the rack. Sign the fashion. He does, he needs to face the rack. Or what he's funded in the name of whatever he makes money off of. Look at this here, out to sea here. This is coming your way, this big square out here with the bomb. What the hell is that? Mr. Hanky? Howdy ho. Here we go. Shorten up your skies. Your skies have been Mr. Hanketized. Mr. Hanky is in the house. Mr. Hanky makes your sky look like Sanchez's house. Oh my, look at the microwaves here. Bzzz, getting fried, New Zealand style. Bzzz. Canberra streaming over like the angel of death in the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kill. We should remember. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's stuff, land grabbers. Thou shalt not piss off Robert Deutsch and Taxify he's planning. Big old shit strike going over the Auckland area here. You guys are go copy. Yep. What a fucking shame. Yeah, chemtrail right there at the end. Just got to throw one more in. It didn't dissipate. You're following along. These are 10-minute jumps. It just stayed and toxified the skies. That one there just went right over the top of Nelson itself. They just let a bomb off. Boom! Or is that factory steaming up down there on the shore, adding moisture to the atmosphere, taking your water from your ground, putting it in the sky, and raining it somewhere else? Or somebody else can maybe bottle it and make money off it. Okay, which one do you want to see first? Oh gosh, there's so many choices here. Let's go south. Tassie. Boom, 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 plum, 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 over Smallburn. Did you see it? Did your eyes burn over Melbourne when the chemtrails burned over you? Did it, hit it? Boom! Off the shore. Boom! You're being hoard. What the hell is that all about? I don't know. You're bigger. Bigger. That's better. Bomb, 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 ba bomb, 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 ba bomb, bomb, bomb. These chemtrails are not dissipating. It's not a contrail. Don't be conned. If you want to spit out every official excuse there is in the world, you're never going to learn what's going on around you because you're too busy being sold sales pitches and believing. But 4 out of 5 dentists really did recommend sugarless gums for their patients who chew gum. I imagine all of them would recommend you don't chew gum at all. Pulls out fillings, but maybe they would recommend because it pulls out fillings. Make money off. What was this little stripe here? A little bit of a blast or something. There's something in a bad pixel there on the satellite. Or was something edited out? I don't think so. Look at that bomb. Bomb, 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 bomb. We're going backwards now. Bomb, 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 bomb. You can make the storm go backwards, but you can't make things go away that caused harm. We have to deal with what the harm did. Little boogeyman face right in the center there. Look like old gray alien peeking at you harder. And he goes away. How's your Imaginarium doing today? You can see these chem bombs are no Imaginarium. These microwave-induced plasma down here, they're having chemical catalyst shot off into it. They're shooting it off, man. They're passing gas over the top of the ocean here. Stop passing gas. Stop passing gas. Stop passing gas. What a bunch of passers. As I look out to sea. First, which center do you want to look at here? This chem bomb first? Chem bombs, they came and took away your sunny skies. And then the fallout hit me, something's burning in my eyes. I don't always see the planes, but I see toxified fucking skies. Chem bombs, they came and took away my sunny skies. Chem bombs, chem bombs, chem bombs. Well, that's what it's designed to do. Solar radiation management. They'll steal your sunshine. That's right. The only sun some people got is going to be shining out their arses, they think. Well, I'll tell you what. No better use for a maglite. And we got to shine on what's going on in the world. We got to show that these squares are not naturally occurring round clouds. We got to show that this big bomb over here is just going to feed this big storm that's going to turn into a raging cyclone and it's going to kill people that are not getting adequate warning by the Bureau of Morons. And that in itself is a huge crime. Because if I could predict this storm weeks ahead of time, so could they. So can they. They. I'm talking about the assumed subject of the Bureau of Morons not giving adequate warning. Too afraid to be wrong. They'll do the right thing and say, hey, there's a chance there's going to be some harm. That's right. And what I always say, we'll be vigilant, we'll be aware, we'll be ready, and we'll be knowledgeable. We will have our arcs ready. People think you're going to build a big boat. Well, I think maybe if you had a big boat this year, you would have been a lot safer. But what are you going to breathe when you're in that boat when all this toxified shit is descending on you from the tropics? These are chem bombs. This is poison. This is bad for your body. Boom. Thank God I got an Ione. I had to help my cells get Schumann resonance, because what the vibe this stuff is giving off is nothing but criminal. Look at that big explosion right here over the green line. It just went poof, and went over the top like a curled wave. They're curling one right out of the top of you. Look at that. See it? It's like a clutching fist when I do it backwards. This is going that way, that's going that way. Like this and like that and like this, Santa. And I'm tired of waiting for the next episode. Tired of it. Breathe it, have it. Descending on my Great Barrier Reef, all these chem bombs here in the far north. It is a nice sunny day looking out here, but if you look up in the top here, from the satellite, you'll see you've been bombed. You'll see it's been hazed out. This deep blue color is what your sky should look like. That's down here on I'm moving my cursor at. Shouldn't look all hazed out. The global glaring that's going on. It's so glary out. It's hard to see some days. It hurts the eyes. See that bomb exploding there? Like the Maltese crest. It's not the clover. You're being bent like Rover. Or being bent by Rover. You go to get him a bone, but when you bend over, yeah, you get the drift. You're getting this drifting right over the top of your Radelaide. Look at that, poisons and toxics going over the wine growing region. Only the finest chem bombs go in my McLaren Vale wine. Look at that bombed up shit. Look at it. You just want to rub their nose in it like a dog that did something wrong. Look what you've done. Look what you're doing. Look at this bomb. I'm following it along, right? making it look like a center of circulation. Look at this out here. Look at this bomb field with all these tendrils. Something keeps coming from that same spot. Something blows from there and blows from there. Lines just keep pointing at it. You have a vessel up there. A vessel. What a vessel. What a fucking shame. Chem bombs every day. This is not naturally occurring weather at all anymore. Just streamers and streamers and streamers of death, pulsations of the microwaves blasting you, crossing past the storms to go in certain directions as the big V is telling you she's going to ride that curve right into this spread here. She's coming across. The lines have been set up. Your weather is owned because you're a corporal. You're going to look into the dead man laws. Look, somebody came along in a line here. Boom, 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 boom. They must have been here first because it's wider, the dissipations. But it's a calculated deployment. I'm going to get stick man out here. Boom, boom, plums. Two different directions. So when this meets that flow, she spins. It has to happen. So let's give the roundup here. Right. Not looking good, West Coast. Are we still running? Yes. Not looking good for your West Coast, so we'll just bring it into bring it in for you. And we'll do this in quadrants. Actually, you're gonna need to be down here to watch it come in. Alright, just watch this. Dun 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 dun. Boom 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 plume boom and plume bloom and plume boom and boom and boom and plume boom 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 boom. Now you're fucked. Boom 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 boom. A slow walker down the coast, and now you're gonna start to see the impacts of a 102 low. Yeah, it shouldn't be packing huge winds, but tides are going to be a factor. And each one of these brushes of the land, if the microwaves hold it off, just bumps her right off the shore. So we're going to see some bitches on to hold this off the shore to keep it from coming in. It has to happen. And she cruises down the coast, waiting for the opportunity to have a way to go towards and feed itself. As she starts to elongate, she's going to, I'm going to breach it. I'm going to breach it at some point. I might make it past Broome. Long event. And at any point, a beam could come like this and could have drove it away, right? But no, it's planned to come. So look into this area here. Yeah, they're bringing it in around Broome, it looks like. And when she comes in at a low of 966, that's a fucking steamer. That's a deadly storm. And how it gets its pressure lower after it comes ashore, I still can't fucking figure out. Because storms are supposed to get weaker. And so this is an Agnes. Know how? The microwave itself fueling it. That's not what I want. I want the wind. And that right there is a tropical storm. It's coming ashore as a hurricane strength or full cyclone strength. There's your wind for an actual hurricane. 74 miles an hour. 73 is the gap. No, you have it. And that'll be 10 o'clock at night or so on Wednesday. And she comes ashore, and you have a wicked day. Absolute wicked day. And the winds win even when you're going high. I could do this in kilometers an hour. Everybody understands miles an hour still. For now. Jesus, is this bad? Batten down the hatches. You people with mobile home, trailers, caravans and stuff, make sure you got them lashed down. As this thing even going across the country at this, ain't gonna be no light winds. Ain't gonna be no light winds at all. The wind field around this storm as it comes across is going to be a fucking killer. Whew. Weakened roofs from past storms. Lash them down. Duct tape weak windows with crisscrosses so they don't bust in. Oh my. This is the upper level winds. Fucking hell. And she's packing a lot of water with it. Every 3 hours, that thing is dumping near 10 centimeters of water. Your rain accumulations and the tens is quite high in this path. Some are showing higher. This is a bad event. This is a sustained event. This is not to be taken lightly. Prepare your arcs, Western Australia. I can't say enough the seriousness of what's about to happen down here that's going to come ashore somewhere up on this shoreline. Most likely to Broome. Axis has you a bit south there at Headland. The tendrils coming throughout here is a very deadly event. Do not take this lightly. Geoengineering kills far too often. Some of the totals that we're facing down here, Hastings and New Zealand, very, very high. And expect that total would increase because you got other storms coming behind it. There's no relief in sight. And maybe they're going to get honest with Nelson. They keep flip-flopping your totals. Tell these people. You get them pets out of that PetSmart, or Robert Deutsch will never forgive you. I won't. I'll never cover your weather again if I find out something happens to them pets in that store. That's right. I know what counts. And that's coming your way across the country. Expect your totals along here will be a devastator. I'm telling you, you guys are in for a big one. This is bad. When it gets to about here, she'll come across a lot quicker. But as it is now, the bubble up from here to here should pull it over in about 2 days. After that hits that point. Oh my God, this is bad. Bad news for them, better. It's good news for coastal to some of us, because you get a break. Hey, but not through the Brisbane corridor. Expect these totals to rise too, as this thing comes in to feed it. My God, you poor folks. Oh, with that said and with that done, doing this type forecast is no fun. Big love. Peace.